I need. I ain't never met no nigga that I need. I ain't never met no nigga make me get down on my knees. I know I'm one of them ones. You can't try me like I'm green. He might pop out with them racks, but he still can't get between. Ain't no stupid bitch. I might say I love you, but I say a lot of shit. Tell him that I'm on the way and never see the bitch. I gotta see the crew before I.
Hey y'all, what's up? It's me, Latifah, and we are back with Live from the Garage. This is episode 3, and I'm here with Cassidy Star.
Hi.
All right, so we're gonna get into some questions. I'm so excited to have you here. You're one of my favorite DJs in the city. So, where are you from, and who is Cassidy Star?
I'm from Atlanta, and then Cassidy Star is literally me. My DJ name is me. So, yeah.
Is your middle name Star?
It is.
That's lit.
Yeah,
That's
I knew
dope.
I wanted to have my DJ name. I wanted to have Star in my DJ name, like somehow.
Mhm.
But whenever I was looking, I'm like, it's probably a bunch of DJ stars, and I don't want to be trying to separate myself and be like, I'm this one. And then I was just like, you know what? Like, you don't know nobody else named Cassidy Star, so it's working out.
That's dope. That's dope. So, how does where you're from shape your work, if at all? Like being from Atlanta and just the culture around here.
I guess it definitely does in a way because I listen to a lot of like hip hop and rap, of course, and even more like underground trappy stuff too. So I would definitely say it's influenced me because if not, I probably wouldn't be listening to that on my own.
Who's your favorite like artist from out here?
From here, just
There's so many.
I know. I guess Veda is someone I listen to a lot. I just DJ'd her show a couple weeks ago actually, but um, fuck, it's so hard to like. There's so many more, but she's the first person I think of.
First person that came to mind.
Yeah.
The one you feeling the most right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So what made you get into DJing? Oh, I gotta brag on you. It's only been a year, y'all, and she's been out here like gig after gig after gig, and I'm just so proud. Like, oh my god. So
Thank you. Yeah. Well, I started DJing just because I love music, and that's kind of basic, but it is true. And I started out making playlists actually. So like, I was just making playlists a bunch, and then a couple people had been like, "Have you ever thought about DJing?" And I was like, "Actually, I have." And then I started learning after that. But like you said, I just got my controller 2 years ago, like exactly. So, and I just hit my 1 year mark actually DJing. So everything's still very new.
I just started DJing like in my bedroom.
That's literally how I started, so that's okay.
Was it hard to get into it?
Yes and no, because I will say I got my board in June, and then it was probably like late August, September before I like really locked in and was teaching myself. But that first like beginning part, like you really do just have to lock in. Like it's lots of trying and fucking up. I watched a lot of YouTube videos, but like the only way to get good at it, honestly, is to really just lock in and practice.
Yeah, because like honestly, the hardest thing for me right now is the um I don't know if it's like beat matching, because you know the computer does that for you, but it's like the every 4 beats. That shit is hard as fuck. Like I don't know. So I don't know if that was hard for you, but I also feel like I'm not locked in either. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say I honestly can't even try to explain how to work on that because, like you said, it really does take being locked in. But I feel like you just kind of figure it out. Like I say all the time, there's still things like terms or like a button on the controller or something that I'll hit that it's still just like, oh, like that's what that does. Or it's like I'm doing it, but I don't really know the terminology for it. So when someone's talking about it, I'm like, I don't know what that is, and it's just like, oh, so it's just like it'll just come with it. But if you're not serious about it,
you never gonna learn.
Yeah, but
especially like with having the community, it's easier to learn because it's like, oh, this is what this does.
Yeah, but I will say that was probably like my biggest struggle whenever I first started. It was just like I have all this good music and I kind of understand it. It was just making everything be seamless whenever I was playing it together. So you'll get it. You just gotta. Yeah, I'm like I can't even explain it to you. You just gotta. You'll figure it out.
So, what's the biggest joy that you get from DJing?
Probably playing what I want to play for real. Like, obviously, I appreciate playing songs that I like and other people like, but also like putting other people onto music. If I play a song and I know like seeing people do Shazam or something or coming up and asking, it's just like, okay, like I know I did one thing right.
Yeah.
If at least one song, like somebody was like, what song is this out of however many I play?
And being like the aux person, like being
Yeah,
the
like
person
you're in
on the aux,
control.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are your biggest goals in the future as a DJ? Do you plan on like making this like a full-time thing? Because you are so good at it. And then, like, do you ever want to be like a celebrity DJ, go on tour with people, or you're like, I'm gonna just keep it in Atlanta?
I don't know, honestly. Like I've thought about all of those things, honestly, but again, I'm still just so new. So it's just like I'm just taking it all in as it happens, I guess. I feel like if I could DJ more, that would definitely be cool, but I feel like I can't really set an
Yeah,
expectation of what that would look like for me yet. So,
because I know like when we talked last year when you first started, it was like, okay, I just want to get a set at Reverie. And then like that
yeah.
happened, but then so much more shit happened. So it's like,
Yeah.
you know. But when did you figure out like people fucked with you as a DJ? Like when was the did you have a moment or was it just like, damn, niggas is really fucking with me?
I feel like I'm kind of like in that moment right now. So,
How does it feel?
um, I feel like I keep saying everything's crazy, but
Everything's crazy.
everything's crazy because it's just like I don't know, like
Yeah, I feel that.
because like you said, I did that mix for you last year. Said I wanted to DJ at Reverie, DJ'd at Reverie, and like now I'm here.
Yeah. And you have a residency with Half Moon
I
too.
do, and I'm about to hit 1 year on that.
Yeah, yeah. So like can you expand on that? Like do you feel like that's helped you a lot as well?
I guess it's possible. Yeah,
Yeah.
because like I said, I'm literally in a year. Like I'm sure like some people have like followed me because of that in the last
Mhm.
year. So yeah, and then recently I actually started doing. Before it was just me, but recently I started doing like collab mixes with other DJs. So they'll do 30 minutes and then I do the other 30. So I feel like that's probably helped a little bit too, like bringing other people into it.
And you get to curate the DJs, like who you want on there.
Hmm.
Okay, cool. Cause I seen you had the one with Champagne Tribe.
Yeah,
That one was
I
lit.
really like that mix. I was saying I
Yeah.
feel like it's a really good summer mix, like to
Mhm.
just put on, drive, lay by the pool, the beach, whatever. But I've enjoyed all of them, and I've been giving everybody freedom. So like I just tell them I'm like 30 minutes and play whatever you want. And
Mhm.
because I am open format, it's kind of like I let them do their thing, and then like I just do my thing based off of that. But like I've had a trap hip hop mix so far. Um, the most recent one was more like a housey vibe, one that's like R&B and hip hop. So it's like I feel like I've had a good like representation of everything so far. So I want to keep that going.
Yeah, you definitely have like a good what's the word? It's all different. It's all different. So what makes a good DJ in your opinion?
um, I feel like someone who really locks in, who really cares about what they're doing. Um, I feel like you have to really dig in the crates and find some good new music. And then obviously like make everything sound good, but for
Mhm.
me the biggest, like, just play new music. Like
Yeah.
there's so many times you go out and you hear a lot of the same old songs and it's just like you can play like Chief Keef or whatever, but play some newer shit or whoever the artist is, and it's just like there's so much new music and
Like
I want
with
to hear the new stuff.
Yeah, like with the even the mix that she just did, it was like the sexy red, and I know everybody's loves that like "Say I love
Hmm.
you," but like you played the other song. I never heard that shit ever, and I'm pretty sure it's off of her new
It
album.
is.
Yeah,
That
so
song, like that will hit tonight and I know it.
yeah, like everybody's gonna go home and Shazam that one because it's like that shit is different, and nobody knew that that shit was out. So that's
Yeah.
really what makes a good DJ for
Yeah, and
sure.
staying on top of listening to music, like downloading the music. I listen, but I always say like I'll take screenshots of songs. Like if I hear a song and I'm like, okay, like I want to download this and add it to my library, or if I'm Shazamming whenever I'm out. But then like that builds up over days or weeks or whatever. So when I finally sit down, it might be like 30 songs I'm finally downloading, but still, it's from the last couple weeks versus months or
Yeah.
years.
And like as a like I'm not saying we're old, but we are getting older. So it's like I find myself like basically listening to like the same 10 albums in like a 3 month span.
Mm-hmm.
So like how do you as a DJ like find yourself like, or how do you find new music? Like I know you say you might screenshot something, which I do often, but
Mm-hmm.
not often enough.
Spotify, honestly, like that's my what I listen to music on no matter what. So I feel like it does a really good job of curating playlists for me and putting me onto
New
music in
music.
itself. But there's also a section where it's like if
Mhm.
you're following artists, it'll let you know everybody who's dropped that day. So that kind of helps me keep my eye on stuff. Or I am someone who it's like, you say you post your little links or whatever, and it's like no posting my links to nobody because nobody really cares. I'm the person who will click a link or like if someone posted on their story and I don't know the song, I'm gonna go look it up and listen. So it's just like actually, and other people will too. So it's just like you are putting people onto music in a sense. But
that's what I was like thinking, like, because when you do like even with the playlist thing, and then just being like a music lover, you'll always like y'all know that meme that's like when I screenshot my shit and nobody gives a fuck. Like
no, that's how I feel whenever I post on my
like,
Spotify links. I'm like nobody gives a fuck, but somebody does.
But then there's always that like maybe 2 to 5 people that are like, oh my god, I love this shit, and it's like, damn,
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly, you get it.
Yeah, I do. So if you had 5 albums that you this is the scenario. You in a apocalyptic episode. You had 5 albums, you had 30 hours that you had to drive or whatever. I don't even know if 5 albums would cover 30 hours, but whatever. And you could, and like basically your cloud is gone, everything is gone. You just got those 5 albums on your phone. Which ones would you want them to be?
I'm gonna go basic and say Channel Orange.
Okay.
Fuck.
You can look on your phone if you
I was
need
about to say on the spot. This is so crazy because I'm just trying to think.
I know. I feel like I should have asked this question
Because
like
whenever I say I really
ahead
listen
of time.
to so much music, it's like no matter what, this is just.
I feel like
difficult.
You have to have like I guess a different album for each genre that you fuck with the most. Not saying that has to be your answer, but like a different album that you know what I mean.
Oh my gosh!
Like I have to take some Stevie Wonder with me.
Okay.
Yeah, like
okay.
Like so it's like what is your 5?
I said Channel Orange. I'm looking honestly. Party Next Door. The first one, Party Next Door. Yeah. I can listen to those. This is so hard.
I'm sorry to put you on the spot like this.
Okay, so Channel Orange, Party Next Door, Raven by Kalila.
Okay, never heard of that one before.
It was really good.
And then I mean,
because whole albums, like
yes, and we just talked
I'm trying
about
to think
this,
about like
the whole album you would actually want to listen to.
Yeah, there's only a handful of things where it's like sure there's a few songs on there that I like, but whole albums that I've liked beginning to end recently,
not a lot.
Doja Cat's her recent album was good actually. I could take that with me.
Every song I hear off of that album, like I love it. Every single song.
Yeah.
And you got one more.
I was hoping you would let me have 4.
Okay, a free space. It's okay. I'm just truly interested. How do you feel about We Still Don't Trust You? Because that's like the topic of the day.
Honestly, I still haven't listened to it. I feel like he dropped so much music in such a short period of time. He dropped like 50 songs in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Even in albums period, sometimes I have to split them up, but it's just like after like 5 Future songs, I don't want to listen to Future anymore. And I love Future, but it's just like
it's overwhelming.
Yeah, and all those songs was just like, yeah, I still haven't listened to it all the way. There were a couple that I was just like, okay. But
I feel it. We like I don't know, because the first album I was not fucking with. I'm not gonna say I wasn't fucking with it, but I just wasn't. It
That's what I
wasn't.
mean.
I
It was
didn't
just
love it.
not something I really wanted to listen to.
Yeah. And then the second album, I literally wasn't gonna listen to it, but then I kept on hearing
Because you
shit.
didn't finish the first one.
So I'm like, I think "Love Bad Bitches." That's the first song I heard,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh,
That was
what
one of the ones
the
I
fuck? I
like.
gotta listen to this shit. And I just love the beats on that album. Like they're so crazy. So I could literally talk about that all day, but I won't. So this has basically been the end of our episode. And can you give the people all your handles, your Instagram, Twitter, if you want them to find you?
Cassidy Star _ on everything.
And she's gonna be at a gig tonight. So, but I mean, when this airs, she won't be, but she probably will be because she's like the city's most loved DJ. I love Cassidy Star. She's my most loved DJ. So
Thank you.
we appreciate you coming to the show. Thank you so much for the mix, and thank you for hanging out with us.
Of course.
And yes, this has been another episode of Live from the Garage, episode 3. And we'll see you next time. Bye.